Online, some people are claiming that Plasmastatic destroys terpenes, but the hash it produces tastes like shit because the machine is somehow damaging the terpenes. Today we're going to challenge that claim with data. Same starting material, hand static versus plasmastatic. Let's see what actually happens. The theory floating around is that electrostatic separation harms trichomes and volatilizes or oxidizes terpenes. So we ran a controlled test. We took the same batch of keef, made from dry trim mids, and split it. Half went through traditional hand static on a nylon screen and natural glove. The other half went through the plasmastatic. Then we sent the fractions out for analysis. Now, a lot of people look at these numbers and say only 2.37% terpenes on the starting keef. That's low, and they're right. We chose this material on purpose. If the argument is that plasmastatic destroys terpenes, then it should show up even on mids. Fire in, fire out, mids in, boof out. Obviously, fresh frozen material would taste better. It has more terpenes to begin with. That's not the debate here. The debate is whether the machine or the method itself is the problem. Here's what the numbers actually show. Starting keef, 2.37% total terpenes. The best hand fractions, the 73 to 100 micron, 4.19, plasmastatic positive plate, the heads, 4.24%. The trichome kamikaze, which is after the plasmastatic, 4.19%. PTK and plasmastatic are essentially the same, statistically anyways. But here's where it gets interesting. We took microscope photos of the actual trichome heads. Look at the hand static material. The heads are smashed, broken. You can see the physical damage from all of the repeated rubbing on the nylon screen. Now look at the plasmastatic and TK heads. They're pristine, intact, no mechanical trauma. So when people say static sift hash tastes like shit, they may actually be right about the hand stuff anyways. Not because of some magical terpene loss during separation, but because the physical process of hand sifting is destroying the trichomes. Once the heads are broken, the terpenes inside are no longer protected by the protein shell. Over time, they can evaporate. Plasmastatic doesn't do that. It separates without grinding the heads to dust. Some of the biggest names in the industry do everything by hand and will tell you manual static is superior, and it's why they're the leaders. Maybe they just have amazing flower from talented growers and genetics. But their fire could be even better if they use plasmastatic. And you wouldn't be smoking plastic from the gloves and the screen. We're not stopping at near infrared. We sent the same heads out for proper ICP-MS and HPLC testing to confirm the terpene profiles. Those results are coming, but the pattern is already clear. Same input, same terpene retention, dramatically different trichome integrity. The machine isn't the problem. It's a product of success as we step on many toes. Or maybe it's the water boys. Who knows? The truth is, mids in, boof out, fire in, fire out. If you want to argue with the data, shit, be my guest. To all you mal-informed influencers out there, take note, now you know. Not all that glitters is gold. Chads are out there calling everything static. There's a difference. Static can polish a turd and make it look pretty. But no matter how much fake terps you spray on it, boof is still boof. If you're just trying to make sense of all this, my advice is stick to the brands you know and love. Check out our website for brands that are made with Plasmastatic. Of note are industry leaders like Heads, Golden Heads Warriors, One Stop, Vice City, and dozens more. If you like this video and you want to support our work, head over to solventless.ai where Dr. Numata can answer all of your solventless related processing questions. Thanks for watching.